Wisdom, the final frontier to true knowledge. Welcome to Wisdom Trek, where our mission is to create a legacy of wisdom, to seek out discernment and insights, to boldly grow where few have chosen to grow before. Hello, my friend. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, your captain on our journey to increase wisdom and create a living legacy. Thank you for joining us today as we explore wisdom on our second millennium podcast. This is day 1193 of our trek, and it is time for our Philosophy Friday series. Each Friday, we will ponder some of the basic truths and mysteries of life and how they can impact us in creating our living legacy. As we continue on this trek that we call life, sometimes we have questions about life. So our Friday trek is a time where we can Ask Gramps. Gramps will answer your questions that you would like to ask your dad or granddad, but for whatever reason, this is not possible. No matter how old we are, I know that all of us would like to have the opportunity to ask Dad or Gramps questions about life in many areas. We may mix it up a bit on our Friday episodes, but we'll strive to keep them down to earth and enjoyable. If you have any questions that you would like to ask Gramps, please email them to guthrie@wisdom-trek.com. So the question for this week is, Hey Gramps, I often have difficulties getting going and organized in the mornings. Can you provide me with a plan that will help me to establish habits which will allow me to start my day early and to be more productive? So today, Gramps will give you the 5 steps to start your day early with a plan for success. Mornings are a great time for getting things done. Of course, this is spoken from a perspective of a natural morning person. Seriously though, you're less likely to be interrupted than you are later in the day. Your supply of willpower is fresh after a good night's sleep. That makes it possible to turn personal priorities like exercise or strategic thinking into reality. But if you have big goals and a chaotic AM schedule, how can you make over your mornings to make your goals really happen? Well, these 5 steps will help us. The first step is to track your time. Part of investing your time better is knowing how you're investing it now. Write down what you're doing as often as you can. Use a simple spreadsheet or Word or Pages documents, or even a pad and pen. While measuring your mornings, track at least one entire week. The solutions to the morning dilemmas often lie in other times of the day. Observe how you're investing other times of the day and how that affects your mornings, such as interruptions, how evenings are spent, and even your bedtimes. Question your assumptions. Is what you're doing in the morning of the highest importance? And then discover what your top priorities really are. The second step is picture the perfect morning. After knowing how you are investing your time, ask yourself what a great morning would look like, especially very early mornings before your work starts. You need to set aside time for personal growth, such as Bible study and prayer, exercise, and personal training and projects. You also need to set aside time for professional growth. You may need to strategize with other team members. Use your mornings to keep the vision of what you want to achieve professionally in your career and your company or organization. You even need to take time for online training and webinars so that you'll enhance your professional growth. The third step is to think through the logistics of it. How could the vision above mesh with your life currently? How can you fill your morning hours with more important activities? In doing so, it will crowd out the less important time wasters. Make sure you are clear on what is really important. Map out your morning schedule, preferably the day before. What time would you have to get up and what time would you need to go to bed to get enough sleep? As for the mornings themselves, what would make your habits easier? It is so easy to believe our own excuses, particularly if they're good ones. Come up with a plan and assemble what you need to do ahead of time. Don't leave it to chance. Don't label this vision of great productivity as impossible. Find a way to make it work. Our fourth step today is to build the habit. And this is the most important step. Turning a desire into a habit requires true desire, willpower, and discipline. Optimize your routine. Start slowly. Go to bed and wake up 15 minutes earlier for the next few days until the new schedule seems doable. You also need to monitor your energy. Building a new habit does take effort, so take care of yourself while you're trying to do it. Eat right, eat enough, and get the proper rest Take time for relaxation and surround yourself with supportive people who really want to see you succeed. Choose one new habit at a time to introduce. If you want to set habits to run, pray, and write in a journal, choose just one of these and make it a habit before adding another. Next, you need to chart your progress. Habits really take weeks to establish, so keep track of how you're doing for at least 30 days. When skipping a session or activity makes you feel like you forgot something, like forgetting to brush your teeth, you can take on another habit and notch it up and then add a new routine. But feel free to use bribery. Eventually, habits will produce their own motivation, but until then, external motivations like promising yourself some playtime or a movie or concert ticket or other fun activities can keep you moving forward. Keep in mind that your morning habits shouldn't be punishing to you. Choose things that you enjoy. Your early morning habits have the potential to become the favorite part of your day. And the fifth step is, tune up as necessary. Life changes and we need to allow for that flexibility. Sometimes you have to regroup, but the goal is to replace habits that no longer work with new ones that make you feel like every day is full of possibilities. The amazing thing is about mornings, they always feel like they're a new chance to do things right. Each morning is a chance for a do-over or for continued success. A victory in the morning creates a cascade of success. Seek to use your mornings to their fullest potential. And our scripture today is taken from Psalms chapter 119, verse 147. I rise up early before the sun is up. I cry out for help and put my hope in your words. And I hope these tips will help you to start each day with a plan for success. This list can be found on our wisdom-trek.com website as the journal notes for this episode. And that is a wrap for today's question. Join us again next Friday for another question on our Ask Gramps episode. Our next trek will be Meditation Monday, where we will help you to reflect on those most important areas of life. So encourage your friends and family to join us and then come along with us on Monday for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. If you'd like to listen to any of the past 1,192 daily treks or read the associated journals, they are all available at wisdom-trek.com. And I encourage you to subscribe to Wisdom Trek on your favorite podcast player so that each day will be downloaded to you automatically. And thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and then leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward. Enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you on Monday.